everyone, I am Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Come on into my craft room. I'm going to get us pulled up over here, maybe, and we'll get started. That's interesting. My computer is saying no. Oh, there it goes. It said no internet, but now it's popping up. Okay. Cool. So we are ready to roll here. Let me make sure my volume's down. All right, let's see if I can pull this up. There we go. Okay, when you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. Hello, Pam. Hello, Elaine. Welcome, welcome, ladies. I'm so glad you're here with us. When you get here, say hello so I know you're here. And my mom will be pulling comments today. So make sure you're commenting for a chance at some Happy Mail. So what I have for you today is a hello, Vicki. Hello, Tracy. Hello, my friends. Okay, so what I have for you today is this brand new kit. Super cute. It is a stand. It stands up with the space. You put this underneath. It has sunflowers and its little watering can with a little kind of country heart. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello, Anita. Hello, Miss Kelly Wooden. Thank you, my dear. Miss Kelly, you won a Happy Mail and I have not heard from you. I need your address. Give me your address and I'll get you some Happy Mail out. All right, so we're going to set these all aside for now. And this one is a little bit of a jigsaw puzzle, so when you go to put it together, it can be a little tricky to get those sunflowers to line up correctly. Hey, Deb. Hello, Brenda. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. First time watching. We're very happy you're here. Let's see. Hello, Lisa. All right, so I'm going to use the Dutch Aqua to paint my can. So we're going to go ahead and do that first. Just about out of Dutch Aqua. I'm going to have to get some more. Okay, and I just had to clean all my brushes. I had almost all my brushes. I probably had 15 brushes in the bucket there to get washed. They're in my water. So I did just wash all my brushes because I'm like, I don't think I have enough brushes to even do this live. How many of you wash your brushes immediately after? I am so bad about that. And there's a goober in there. Okay. We have been having beautiful weather. Now it's coming to an end. It's supposed to be really hot and humid again. Although I think it's only supposed to last a couple of days this time. I don't think it's supposed to be a long stretch of it. So I'm thankful for that because I do not like that hot, humid weather. Actually, we didn't need to paint the top of this because there's a little piece that goes over it, but that's all right. So we're going to get this all painted up. Let that dry while we're working on our other pieces. We may need a second coat. We'll see. Now I am going up a little ways because there is a little gap in the top up here. So I want to go up. These are going to get covered. The sunflowers are going to get covered. So it doesn't matter. We just want to make sure that we have that gap covered. And I did link this kit in at the top. Yeah, I do too, Tracy. I'm so bad about it. And every time I do it, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep these clean now. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so this is the little piece. This is the little spout that goes right there. Okay, we're going to leave that brush there, though, because I'm not sure I'm done. I may need to do a second coat. So we are going to just move this guy aside, move him out of our way, and we're going to get painting our other pieces. So let's do our sunflowers next, because those most likely will take 2 coats at least. Hey, Penny. Nasty rainy weather. Oh no, Tracy, I'm sorry. It's actually been really nice here. So we put in a big garden this year. We have 5, actually 6, but only 5 are planted. We have 5 raised beds that are planted. Good size beds. They're 4 by 8. And we've gotten a bunch of green beans, and tomatoes are just starting. Well, the cherry tomatoes are just starting. We don't have any of the large tomatoes yet. They're still very green and very small. So they're still working, but and we've harvested some squash, some zucchini. What else have we gotten out of there? I guess that's it so far. Corn is coming along. We've got some cucumbers coming along. We kind of got them in a little late. Typically, where we're located, it's safe to plant after Mother's Day, and we did them the following weekend, so we got a little bit of a late start, and then it was really cold. I'm like in the 40s. So I don't think a lot of things germinated quite correctly. So, and it's our first year with this particular garden, so we had brought dirt in, and the dirt was full of weeds, and it's been a mess. So, but anyways, we've gotten a bunch of zucchini. We're in Northwest Ohio, Pam. I'm in a little tiny town called Lucky. You can't grow anything. So here's my question. For all y'all that do like the zucchini and stuff, for some reason my husband decided it would be a great idea to plant 2 zucchini plants and 2 squash. I really don't know what to do with it. Now tonight I did just make these little zucchini, I think they were called bites. I got the recipe off of Pinterest. And it's almost like a zucchini pancake, like a potato pancake, but with zucchini instead of potatoes. Because it had egg in it, and it had some breadcrumbs, some cheese, garlic, salt, pepper. It was actually pretty tasty. We both really liked it. But what other things besides zucchini bread and that? And I'm going to try if we can catch the zucchini before it gets giant, because these were giant. I mean, like this long and yay big around. If I can catch them small enough, zucchini bread. Yeah, I'll be making zucchini bread, Tracy, for sure. I love zucchini bread. But I'm not really sure what to do with it. We're going to have an abundance of it, and I'm not really sure what else to do with it. What's you guys' favorite? We do a kind of a, I think it's called like a Greek chicken, and it's got zucchini and grape tomatoes and chicken and lemon, and that's pretty good. But you know, I need something where I can put it up, where I can freeze it, which I know I'm gonna do the shredded for zucchini bread. But what other ways do you guys preserve zucchini and squash, for that matter? I'm gonna try to do some zucchini and squash chips. We have a dehydrator. I tried it with some squash, and I way over seasoned them, and they were not edible. They were terrible. Zucchini boats made with a meat sauce. Dip them in egg, flour, and fry. Yeah, I've done that. We have a community garden. We've got all kinds of things growing. Exactly, Pam. I don't know what, I mean, besides the zucchini bread and the, so when you do the zucchini boats, do you do it like a stuffed pepper? So do you put like, you know, rice and some kind of a meat, like a sausage or something, and a tomato sauce or something? What do you do with them to do the boats? That's where I need my help. I'm not really sure what to do with it. Yeah, I am definitely doing that, Lisa. I'm definitely going to put it up. Okay. We're going to have to try that because we would like that, I think. And what about squash? I have yellow summer squash coming out my ears. Zucchini bites are yummy. Do you just eat like the flesh? You don't eat the skin? You leave the skin on and then you just kind of dig out like where the seeds are and then you put your filling there? And then you just eat the flesh of the zucchini? Is that what you do with them? Because we can try that. Hollow them out and steam. And spaghetti meat. Okay, we're gonna try that, Tammy. That sounds good. Meat sauce with meat sprinkled with cheese and bacon. Okay, yeah, we're gonna try that. That sounds yummy. Another good idea, Denise. Check all recipes. I got this recipe off of Pinterest, the one that I made tonight, and it was really good. Easy. I mean, 10 minutes to prep, and I put it in the air fryer because our air fryer is also you can do a bake on it instead of the air fry. So I baked them in there instead of, because I don't want to turn the oven on. It makes the house too hot. Hey, Fatima. Crafting and recipes, you love this group. Amen, girl. Amen. So our corn is still a ways out yet. I've got cucumbers going. They're coming along. Probably we'll have some cucumbers here in a few weeks, if not sooner. Okay, so these are going to be dark brown. These are going to be a lighter brown. So let's go ahead and get those going. Give it away to friends and family. And I probably will be doing that as well. I probably will take it to work, and if we continue to have this abundance. I don't know, the plants are looking kind of sick, but we did a bunch of weeding, so we may have pulled up some of it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we get a bunch more or not. This was our first year with these raised beds, so, and honestly, we haven't really done a lot of big gardens, so this was, and then I didn't know what Bob planted or where he planted it, and I misunderstood, so then I pulled out a bunch when I thought I was weeding, and I pulled up almost all the cucumbers. We have one cucumber plant, and I think I pulled up the Brussels sprouts. Whoops. So I'm like, well, you should have marked them. He didn't mark them, and how am I supposed to know what's where? I'm going to have to try that, Kelly. That sounds really good. Okay, I'm just going to use this same sponge since it's brown. It's just darker. And we're going to paint the rings this darker brown. So with all my kits, they're all have sticky back on them, and what that means is you don't need glue. We're going to peel and stick. These basically turn into wood stickers. And this kit is $22 shipped to your door. It's pretty good sized. If I remember correctly, it's like 10 or 11 inches tall and like 7 or 8 inches wide, I think. We'll measure when we're all done here, but I can't remember for sure now. Okay, I think those are painted. I do want to paint this guy, the dark brown as well. I'm going to paint our little heart brown. So I just think it looks pretty with the brown and the sunflowers. Okay, that is done. And I think we're going to paint our base, the lighter brown. If I can get most of that paint off. It's fine if it mixes a little. We're just going to paint this guy up too. So my base is a 2-piece base. We only need to paint the top. And then there's sticky back on, I think, this piece. And then we'll just put them together. Okay. So I think the only thing we have left to paint, I got a lot of detail work to do, so that's why I'm kind of rushing through this part. There you go, Mom. 10 by 8.5. Thank you, Mom. Gotta love moms, right? She's always got my back. All right, so we're gonna paint the leaves. These are leaves. They look a little wonky, but when they're all on here, you can tell they're leaves. And I am gonna use a small brush to do these, because then I'm also gonna put in a little white, mix a little lighter color so we can have a little variation in our leaves. And everything on my website's free shipping. The shipping cost is included in the kit, so you never have to worry about that. You love how I painted it on the webpage? Well, that's exactly how we're painting it right now. So it will be beautiful. So I just mixed a little white into the green. And then we're just going to go over it a little lightly, just to give it a little variation. And we'll go back with the darker. We're just kind of blending colors now until I get it kind of how I want it. So it looks a little variegated, a little bit like a leaf. There we go. The idea of doing this, you want to keep your paint wet so it blends. Okay, I like that. All right, I think we're good there. Let's dry this stuff up. Our corn here did not reach the height. Not too much rain, hopefully we have some. My corn is very tall. My corn is taller than me. It's probably 7 foot tall. It's very tall. My corn is doing very well. Ooh, zucchini slaw. Is that just like normal coleslaw, but with zucchini instead of cabbage? Interesting. I've never heard of that. Hey, Mary Beth. Welcome, welcome. You caught me live, lady. Okay, I just want to get everything good and dry. Let's pull this back and see if this is dry. Looks pretty dry. We're going to go ahead and hit it. I think we're good. I don't think we need another coat. So we can put that in the water. And we can move our paint out of the way before I make a mess. I am known to do. Yeah, it's doing fabulous, and it's got ears on it. Now, it didn't come up as well. We planted 2 whole beds of just corn, and we maybe are going to get 2 dozen ears. We're not going to get much because it did not come up very well at all. It was, I don't know what happened, other than, like I said, when we planted it right before we went to Alabama in May, and we had a really cold snap right after that. And it didn't get below freezing, and I don't believe it frosted, but it was only in the 40s at night, and I'm not sure it could germinate very well in those temperatures. So I think that's because we kind of had the same issue with our green beans. They only about half came up. And I mean, they were brand new seeds, so I know it wasn't the seeds. I think it was just the temperature. The temperature kind of messed things up. Okay, so now comes the puzzle. So we're going to lay these pieces out first. This is a bit of a puzzle, and I will caution you on that. It's kind of frustrating. You gotta, oop, I did that first try. Shocking. This one's going to be the booger. You just kind of got to keep, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I just did that one first try too. We'll see. We'll see if we can get these in here, if they line up right. Oops, I'm going too high. This goes right there. And then this one goes right here. We can get this till, this one's going to be the booger. Okay. So that goes there. So now we got to keep rearranging this until it gets where it fits. This is a puzzle. I got to hold these all in place so it, I'm getting green. Hold on. This is not good. You see that green? Let's see if we can wipe it up or if we need to repaint that. Oh, it wiped right off. Took a little of the blue though. And we're going to put that blue back on there. Who else paints with their fingers? I do all the time. You're a half hour from from a cornfield. You're gonna roll tonight. Well, we'll see because I just took it apart, so probably won't get it back together now as easily. It is a puzzle. Okay, so I fixed that. Now let's wipe this off so we don't have this issue. We're gonna wipe it. All right, I think we're good now. Okay, let's see if we can do this again. Okay. There we go. We got those two together. And we got this guy. So we have that one. And then we're going to put this guy, he goes right there. And now we're going to have to keep flipping this guy around until we get it in the right spot. I think this goes right. There we go. That's how it goes. Okay. So just keep, if you buy this kit, it can be a little frustrating. When I first cut it, I was like, this doesn't fit at all. And then I figured it out. But okay, so we're going to take it apart. And this is what I'm talking about my sticky back. You just peel that off, but now I got to line this back up again. And this is the tricky part. There we go. And we want to line it up with the base. Make sure that that's stuck correctly. And then we're going to lift this piece up carefully. This is the hardest part. Once you get the sunflowers lined up, then you're golden after that. But lining those up is a little tricky. Okay. So we have this one left. Okay. All right, so we did it. Now all we got to do is get our leaves on. Oh, Teddy wants in. There we go. We got that one in there. Too many trees and wildlife for growing gardens. And oh, Bonnie, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's we have a fenced-in backyard. We don't get a ton of wildlife, so we're pretty good that way. Hold on, let me open this door so Teddy can come in so he quits scratching. Come on, buddy. There you go. Okay. little teddy bears in here. Let's go ahead and put our little top on. Well, thanks, Kelly. Okay, that's what we got together so far. Remember how I said it sticks? Nothing falls off, okay? Looks pretty boring right now, but it's gonna get cuter real quick. All right, so now we're just gonna kind of center our little heart, like so. And then we're gonna put our little centers of our flowers on. And now all three of these are different. It doesn't matter which one you put where. Now the centers do matter, so if they don't fit, go to the next circle. I believe 2 of them are exactly the same size, and the third one is a little bit different. Does that one fit in there? No, it does not. And I've got it almost stuck down. I don't think that fits there. There we go. Yeah, there we go. This one goes there. Let's make sure before I put it in there. Yep, okay. And you can put your holes any way you want on in the insert here. Okay, so that's all the pieces, and it's cute, but it's going to get a whole lot cuter. We're going to add a lot more detail to it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put our base together real quick. So it's got the sticky back on it. You're just going to press the 2 pieces together, just like so. And then this fits right in there, and you have a base, okay? All right, so now let's get our details done. Get all this out of our way. We got 15 minutes to do it. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Dorothy. No, they do not come up easily. Once they're down, they are down. There is no moving them once they're down. So you better get it where you want it, because you're not getting it back up. You have a little bit of wiggle room before you press it down, but once it's pressed, it's stuck and it's not coming off. I want to make sure my pen is working. And it is. Okay. All right, so now we're just going to go around and we're going to do some little line detailing. I just think that this really adds to your piece when you do this. I mean, it's cute now, but it's going to get a whole lot cuter. And I like to use these Posca pens, these little paint pens. And we're going to add some little dots. I mean, look how much difference that has made. Just that little bit of detail. And we're going to keep going. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I'm kind of looking at my other one over here because I really liked how it turned out to remember how I did it. Okay, so I've got the can done. Look how cute that can is. Okay, now we're going to keep going here. And I'm going to do dots around these. Pardon me, my allergies are just going nuts right now. Everything's growing and blooming and flowering and all the things. Okay, so we have that part done. Oh, the pen's so much easier for Tima. I love doing the detail, but it's so hard to do with a paintbrush. Even with a line brush, it's just so much harder. These Posca pens are amazing. I love them. And the pigment on them is so good, and they don't do like big dollops of paint. I've had some from like Hobby Lobby, and they're okay, but these are so much better. All right, I think I am done with the white. Now we're going to go back with some black, and we're going to add some more dots, just willy-nilly, all over our little centers of our sunflowers, till we get it how we want it. And as you can see, I'm not really doing any rhyme or reason, just literally dotting it. Okay. That's what we got so far. Got a little more to do. The sunflowers look like they're smiling. Yes, they do. They just make me happy. I like sunflowers. I'm not a big yellow fan, but I do like sunflowers. All right, so now I'm going to take this. It's brown, but it kind of looks more orange to me. And I'm going to go around and I'm going to put definition on all of these leaves. So you can see, I'm just putting a line right at the like petal, where to separate the petals. Excuse me. Oh, thank you, ladies. All right, let me show you what I've got. Look at this. Look at the top sunflower. It's subtle, and that's why I like using this brown versus the black. And then we're going to go ahead and do the other two. So who's ready for fall crafting? I'm about to make the leap here, ladies. I love fall. Fall is my favorite season. If you didn't know that, fall is my jam. And I am about to make the leap into fall crafting. Thought I would start with some sunflowers because they're kind of end of summer. And I'm not wishing the summer away. I just know that people like to start their crafting a little early so it's ready to be displayed when the season gets here. Yes, these are Posca pens, and they are amazing. All right, so let me know what you guys think. Look how cute he is. I just think it's adorable. All right, now I thought about, and I don't know if it's gonna work, but I thought about, let's see if I can find one. Thought about, of course, my buffalo plaid. I thought about adding, kind of like it there. No, I don't like it up there. I don't like it there. Hold on. Now, what if we do a raffia? Turn on my glue gun in case we decide. Pam Grove, you never win anything. Well, you've won an entry to Happy Mail. You haven't won Happy Mail yet. So we draw Happy Mail on or around the 13th of every month. And then I send you out usually a craft kit and some other supplies. Need a watering can with daisies. Okay, I can probably make that happen. All right, we're just gonna make a simple, I'm not gonna make it crazy. We're just gonna do a simple like shoestring bow. And I'm not sure I'm gonna like this, but I thought let's give it a go. Oh, I kind of do like it, actually. I think I like it right there. I don't know. I kind of do like it. Do you need anything from me now? Nope, not right now. So you just need to watch for when I do the Happy Mail drawing. And if you win, then you need to send me your address. Let's cut some of this off. All right, what do you guys think? Bow or no bow? I kind of like it. I think I like it. I think we're going to add the bow. Yeah, I think we're going to add this. I think we're going to just put her right there. I do want to kind of ruffle these up a little though, because they're a little too straight. Try not to mess up my bow, but get my ends not so. There we go. That's better. Yep, we're skipping the buffalo plaid. Can you believe it? I'm skipping the buffalo plaid. Bonnie, you like the bow too. Yep, me too. We're going to do the bow. So this is the only thing you need to use glue on my kit, is if you want to add a bow. We're just going to hold that there for a moment, and we are done. Okay. Look how stinking cute that is. I love this. This is really cute. There it is. Turn that off. Now, I do have something else I want to show you guys. So, this is the kit. It's $22. Mom said it was 10 by 8.5, I think. Lisa says, bow, please. Yes. All right. Thank you, Miss Karen. All right. There is one other thing. Shoot, I was going to do it before. Can I still do it? Can I get this off? Yes, I can. We're going to put that back on in a second. I forgot one step that I love to do on this. It's a little messy, so we got to get our thing out. We're going to splatter this with some white paint. Forgot this step. So I take these little, I think they're stencil brushes from the Dollar Tree. I think that's what they're supposed to be, is a stencil brush. And I load it up with some paint, kind of get some of it off on my palette. Then, and I should probably, where's my, hold on. I'm going to throw my apron on so I don't get paint all over my shirt. I've got it right here. So we're just going to do this just to protect my shirt. I'm not even going to bother putting it all the way on. But it's messy. So, and then you just take your little picker and you just go over the whole thing. And you get a few little bigger ones and some smaller ones. Okay, I think we're good. I think we got it. And I just take a wipe and wipe that off. Yep, you can use a toothbrush too. I've seen it done that way as well. So we're going to dry this real quick and we're going to put our bow back on. I'm going to take this off now. Got a few bigger ones than I wanted, but that's okay. It's all part of the process. All right, now let's put our bow back on. There we go. Okay, now the final look. You can see I've got it a little splattered up. I know, no buffalo plaid. Can you believe it? Okay, so we got that guy. Now I did want to show you something else. So I did a Dollar Tree haul the other night when I did my reveal and the Happy Mail drawing. So I wanted to show you, let me clean this mess up a little bit. All right, I found something else that I did not show you. Actually, I just found these. I thought I just got these the other day. $3 for a pillar candle holder. And look at the color. I love this. And they were $3 at the Dollar Tree. These are very expensive at Hobby Lobby. I've been looking in clearance at Hobby Lobby to get them. Not only are these great risers, you can use them as a riser. You can, E6000, some sort of a plate or a bowl or another surface or something, just so you have, a riser. You can use it just as it is. I just love them. I think they're great. And I ended up buying 2 of them because I just was in utter shock. And you can use them either way. This way, it's got a little deeper, I don't know, it's probably about 1 inch deep. And here it's just got a little maybe 1/4 inch lip. I'm not sure how well that's going to show on camera, but that side's got like 1/4 inch. This side's got a little deeper bowl. So depending on the use, you could use them either way. And I thought they were really cute. And they totally match my aesthetic. I wouldn't even have to do anything to them. I mean, I probably would, just whatever project I'm putting on top of them. I would probably do something. But, yes, it would. I think, I can't really tell. I don't know if it says. It doesn't say what they're made of. I'm not sure. They kind of feel like wood, but they're a weird feeling. I don't know how to describe them. I'm not sure, but I think they're wood. But I love the distressed. I love how they are very distressed. And I believe they had black ones too, I think. Either black or gray. I can't remember. But I love them. But anyway, so that's what I have for you tonight. This is $22 shipped to your door. And as always, they're a flat fold. So, when the season's over, when you don't want to have it on display anymore, it's not going to be this thing sticking up. You're able to fold it flat and put it away. Okay. Yes, that would make a very cute little bird bath if you flipped them over this way. Yeah, you could put a little bird right there on the edge. That would be darling. Yep. All right, ladies, that is all I have for you tonight. And I thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'm not sure who's up next, but make sure you stick around so that you can see whatever creation they're going to do. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.